Right, so it's Tuesday now, and it's quite a cloudy day, as you can see, and it's starting to rain a little bit. There's a little bit of drizzle, but there's no midges about, or not that many midges about, which is a bit weird considering that usually you'd have midges about when the weather isn't sunny or windy, and today it's neither sunny or windy, so it's a bit weird that they don't have them about, but still I'm not complaining. I think we're going to go on a walk in a bit, so I'm kind of preparing for that, and I'm recording a time-lapse here on my old video camera that I used to use only a year ago, but I feel like I've been using it longer. Was it a year ago? Did I get my new camera at Christmas? I think I did. I think I got my new camera at Christmas, if I remember correctly. Unless that was last Christmas. I'm not with it today. You know, sometimes when you go on holiday and your brain sort of switches off. That's what happened with me when I go on holiday, and that's what's particularly happened today. Ever since I've woken up, I've been able to speak correctly, so I don't know how the vlogging is going to go for today, but I'm recording a time-lapse on my old camera, and oh, midges are about. Well, yeah, so I'm going to stop recording outside pretty quickly, and yeah, let's see what the rest of the day has in store, shall we? Ooh, yes. Still looks nice when it's cloudy and getting a bit wet. So I don't know how well this phone's going to pick it up, but it sounds quite noisy in this room, doesn't it, at the moment? And I just walked in there, and guess what I found Elliot watching? That's right. It's Wallace and Gromit, The Wog Trousers. I thought he was watching something like Predator, because that's what he was watching yesterday, but it turned out to be Wrong Trousers. Because all I could hear was this loud orchestral music coming from outside. Anyway, I'll leave him to it. What am I doing? I'm getting my figures ready to take photos for when I go out, if you catch my drift. So, let's decide what I'm going to take out with me. Ooh, yes. Time to head out down that road, down that windy road, to wherever we may end up. Well, actually, it's a beach. Not really anything mysterious. And by the way, I haven't shown you this, but there's a hill in the garden. You can just go to the bottom there. A little bit of a hill. And there's a holiday home again. And here I am. And we're going along that road over there. Let's do it. And that's the walk to it. Got a bit of a walk, so yeah, let's go and do the walk and get onto that beach. The walk goes all the way down there and over there. That's where we want to get to. Here is a river. There's a cool bridge that we always walk across, and we're continuing along this walk. It is a bit of a walk, not gonna lie, but hopefully there's fun to have along the way. For now, we're in the marshes. It's not the marshes. I know, but it's something Mom said yesterday because it reminded me of Lord of the Rings. So the river. But anyway, Dalo, look at it. So much of the walk to go. Here's more of the river. And again, the path to the beach continue. That is the beach. And now we're going to walk further on past the headland there And to get to the proper part of the beach, because this is like the pre-beach, we need to get to the main beach. So this is the main beach. I know, this is the main beach. It is huge, very long. This is what it looks like. Oh yes, it's absolutely huge, this beach. And there's a sea as well, looking a bit choppy today it is. Right, so they're a bit further away from me, and they're walking all the way to the end of the beach. I'm going to go up to this walk bit here. I never really walked in the beach. It's quite a few miles, it seems. I don't know if the camera's quite picking up how long of a walk this beach is. Oh, Ellie's got me. Oh, Ellie's covering up for the camera. Elliot! You don't want to be on. He's camera shy, people. He's camera shy. But yeah, I think they're going to walk to the end of the beach. So I'm walking over here to this. Well, it's this huge sand dune and rocks sticking out of the sand dune too. Right, so I don't really know what this pipe is at all. I have been to this place on the beach in the past, and I've never seen that though. And it goes all the way into the sand, so, and the other side does as well. So I just don't know what it is. I really don't. But look at these rocks. Pretty incredible, aren't they? So the shapes and sizes. Never seen anything quite like it anywhere else. So let's take some pictures on these rocks. Why don't we? Wow! I was planning to take some photos of my Lego on here, but then I just saw these shells. I've never seen shells like these before. I'm a bit being careful right now because I don't want my phone to drop in the water. I think I'm gonna get one of these shells out and have a look at them. Yeah, just look at that shell. Loving the way that looks. Fits perfectly into the scenery. And I've never seen any shell like this before. And there's another one in there. I don't know how they originate, but they're pretty special. Pretty special looking. In fact, I might even use this for a photo. So there you have it. The Lego dragon guy is emerging from the shell. Doesn't quite look. I'm going to mend the photo a little bit, mend his position. Now that works. Look at that photo. The sea in the background. Dragon guy's coming out of his shell. Oh, and maybe that's metaphorical. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Who's to say? He's coming out of his shell. But I do love that photo. Here we have Lego Michael Keaton Batman, which they released to coincide with the release of The Flash, which he was in. Wasn't a big fan of the film, but I love this minifigure. Here is our Funko Pop photo of the day. This Funko Pop is a Velociraptor, Blue, and his baby from, I think Blue's a he, I'm not entirely sure, but the Velociraptor's baby from the latest Jurassic World hated, and I mean hated, delivery. But I do actually quite like this Funko Pop, and this is the position I'm in for. This is the position I'm in for this photo right now, and I'm crouching. The Funko photo of the day. For this next photo, I've climbed all the way on top of these rocks. Whew, it's a bit of a climb, because you can see these rocks aren't flat. Well, they are, but not flat as in flat facing up. They're flat sideways. Don't even know if I'm making sense. Anyway, yes, climbed up here for the next photo, but just before I take the photo, look at this beach from this angle. I mean, it is something. It's spectacular, isn't it? I did also climb up here because I can see a dog over there. And you know, all respect to people who have dogs, I just hate them. hate dogs to death. They're just, yeah, not for me. Although, funnily enough, there is talk of my family actually getting a dog soon, which I'm not overly keen on. Although I like sausage dogs. I do like sausage dogs. But that is where I am. Those are the rocks that I just climbed up to get up here. And look, above me, the sun's coming out. You can see just there. The sun is coming out. It's because I'm on camera, isn't it? I just bring out the sun. No, it isn't. It's just, I didn't expect the sun to come out because it's not meant. It's meant to be cloudy all day. So much for my Funko Pop photo of the day then, just with Velociraptor Funko Pops. Because I got my Indiana Jones Funko Pop out as well with his bobbly head. And I just knocked him over. But the other Funko Pop that I got out didn't have a bobbly head, whilst this one does. And I love the way it looks with the scenery in the background. Indiana Jones has conquered this beach. What's it called? Torresdale Beach. That's the name of this beach. You want to look it up online. Indiana Jones has conquered Torresdale Beach. I probably shouldn't have my phone on right now, but look at the rocks I'm climbing over. It's slightly ridiculous, and I don't have the best shoes for this either. They're Mandalorian shoes, which is why I really like them. I'm not really a shoe person myself, but the Mandalorian shoes, and I really like these ones, which is why I want to show them off. But the rocks that I'm climbing over are not exactly easy to climb over, so I'm going to put my phone away because I don't want to smash it, and trying to get to this point, but that's easier said than done. So put my phone over there. I did climb over there once, but just to show you guys how difficult it is actually to climb over these rocks with my bag in my hand and with these not great walking shoes. Let's see. Oh god. See, there's no flat surface to really get your feet on. That wasn't as bad as it was the first time. Anyway, let's take a photo, shall we? Those rocks, my god, make your feet feel weird. Currently my standing position for the photo I'm taking, not a great standing position, and there seems to be a spider there. Focusing on it, can I? I know it's too small, I can't even focus on it, but there's a cobweb there, as you can see. And that's the photo I'm trying to get. The lens I sometimes go to for a good photo. Man alive. Although that is a good photo, you gotta admit. I know I keep saying that about all these images, but you gotta be proud of something that you do. Balancing Obi-Wan. Somehow he's still on top of there. So I just showed you Obi-Wan, and now we have the Inquisitors chasing after him. Just like what happened in the Obi-Wan show, which I enjoyed. I don't care what anyone says, I enjoyed it. They've, what are the Inquisitors? We've got his name is Reaver, that's another Inquisitor, and the Grand Inquisitor. All chasing after Obi-Wan. He's somewhere over there. And here we have it. 3 generations of Fett. Just fixed it. 3 generations of Fett. Original Boba Fett, Jango Fett from the Star Wars prequels, and Boba Fett from the Book of Boba Fett and Mandalorian. 3 generations of Fett. So my next obstacle is to get down there. Let's see if I can do it. And yes, I just managed to do it. Just call me Bear Grylls. That wasn't actually too difficult. So now I'm going up there to go down that sand dune, which you can't really see over there. So I just did it. Going up that is much more difficult than it looks. Anyway, those are the rocks I was just sat on. More specifically, I was sat on those rocks. So now, to get to the top of that sand dune, I'm going to walk up through these. Although you can see a good view of the beach from down there. All the rocks around me. These are all the rocks around where I've been walking. And that's a good view of the beach. At least it's a good view of the first half of the beach. This is the best view of the beach you'll find. That is how big it is. It's a pretty big beach, and if you can't tell, it goes just around the corner as well. Over to that little bit. See, there's even more beach than what you see here. And that is where we walked from. So yeah, pretty spectacular. As you can see, Elliot's struggling to get up. You see, it's much more difficult than it actually looks. It really is. That is the sand dune about to run down. And there's nothing quite like running down the sand dune. Now Joe is running down it. There it goes. Look how tall it actually is. How fast he's going. So if he was in an Olympic sport, he could be quite good at that. I'm still covered in sand. Oh god, it is everywhere. It's even in my mouth a bit. Anyway, so we're going down the sand dune. Now, let's get back. We're walking back now. We're doing this game, Baby Driver, where we all have to say a film that begins with each letter of the alphabet. I'm currently on B. So each of us have to say a film that begins with the letter B. And I just said Baby Driver. I think Elliot said Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Joe just said Battle of the Bulge, and Mom Breaking Away. I've never heard of that. Insight into what the walk's like with us. So this is a shipwreck that's on the beach. Oh, on J. Okay, Jack the Giant Slayer. Oh well, I've already said it. This is part of a shipwreck, and we're still continuing the game. There's a J there. Look, pretty cool. This is still there. And there's a bit more there. There's more of the shipwreck. Heading back. And it's a bit less stormy here, but it's still not mid-J. Let's get back to the car and get back to the place. Oh, one other thing, I don't know if you can tell, but I've still got a bit of sand on my face. And the back of the car. Chicken in the road. I'll make sure you don't get it. Yeah, I can see him.
Am I alright?
You're alright.
It's not recording, just look at chickens.
It's there, I can see him.
You just told me it was alright, it was in front of the car.
Oh, there's another one. Oh, there's two guys up there, two blokes. Chicken, what are you doing, chicken? No! Oh, he's over there, he's fine now.